Don't you just love those people that like argue with you? So like one time I was in school and like there's this girl named Snebula, Snebula, and I'm like, I like your name, but I was faking it because that name sounds horrible. But we add each other on Roblox, and she said, "Okay, I can beat you in Tower of Double H, double hockey stick." And I'm like, "Okay, bet." So, I got first place. She said, "Wait, no, that was a practice round." And girl, I'm like, "You should have said that at the start, dummy." And she's like, "Okay, well then this is the real round." And so I win the real round twice. Um, and she says, "Wait, no, that was another practice round." Girl, say this is the real exact round what you're talking about. Cause you always say this is a practice round. So I deleted her as a friend and I added a new friend. This friend was actually kind and not dumb and actually not stupid and doesn't have a bad name. The name of this girl name is Reagan or Tegan because she has a sister. So she says, "Okay, I bet I will lose against WHE hockey stick." And so I'm like, "Okay." So I go easy on her. She wins, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I just won!" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my ears are gonna explode like the universe in 6,000,000,000 years, like the sun is." And so I'm like, "Oh my god, but I don't want to be mean." So I just say, "Okay, good job." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, why did I say that? I'm so dumb." And so like she says, "Give me a rematch." But she was doing that on purpose because she knows that I hate that. But she we're best friends and she has a sleepover with me once. And so I'm like, okay, I can do that. It's not that hard. And so I'm like, okay, what should we do? And she says, I think we should do WHE hockey stick that again. And I'm like, okay, well, okay. And so I'm like, okay. So we joined WHE hockey stick. And I'm like, well, girl, I think we should stop playing this and play something like Adopt Me, but I don't really like Adopt Me, so I meant like Life Together, like a role play. And she says, well, I don't really like Life Together. But girl, I was like, do you not love role plays? Because all my friends love role plays, and if you're my friend, you have to love role plays. And so she's like, oh, I don't really like role plays, but I like them a tiny bit. Is that good? And I'm like, okay, that's good. But like at the same time, she likes them a tiny bit, and my friends like them like super good. So I'm like, I know you probably don't like Life Together and all that. Well, I'm just like devastated because I thought she would actually like something that I like because friends like what some people like, but we're not alike. We're just really good friends. But the other friend was a terrible mistake. The ad. And I told her about that, and she was like, "No, I would never download her as a friend." And I'm like, "It's not my fault. She was gonna act like a garbage can." And she's like, "Yeah, you're true." So like, she adds her, and she roasts my friend. I'm like, "Oh hey, double each here hockey stick no." And I roast her saying, "Your mama teeth so yellow when she smile. Cars slow down." And my friend, my actual real friend, was like, "Girl, you just roasted her out of the planet." And the not my friend was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sue you." Yeah, sue your mom. Shoot that A word. I don't even know what you're talking about, Mr. Clean. Because she barely had any hair. She barely had any hair. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe if sometimes you don't always have to like me, but I don't like you because you wanted to be a stupid rat. And then she says, oh, I'm gonna kill your mom. But you don't even know my mom, but I know your mom because we went into a sleepover once. And so like she says, well, I know your mom because your mom hates my mom and your mom hates my mom. Well, I said, nobody's here, hockey stick your mom, and you have no life because you don't deserve a loan. You don't deserve one. And so, and I'm like, okay, Mr. Clean, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll kill you if I have to. So then she wants to say my best friend actually said that if we do you want to have my number so we can call? And I'm like, yes, queen. And then she's like, okay. So I give her my number and she gives me her number, which makes no sense. She said, okay, now we can call and text everybody. Everybody. You mean just me and you, girl? Because I really think you should get that brain up. I didn't want to say that because she's my very best friend, the only friend I have, because my other friend was betrayed me and wanted to be a bitch. So I didn't like that one. I didn't like that friend. So that's why I unfriended her. But my best friend actually is her friend, but I told her to unfriend her. And she said, yes, of course. So she unfriended her because my friend said that she was a piece of a it with an S. And I'm like, girl, unfriend her and I'm going to talk to her. So I talked to her and I say, why did you call my friend a piece of it? Well, maybe, Miss Dummy. That's what I said. I wish you would be kinder. And she's never kind. So like, I'm just like, ding, 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 calling my friend. And then like, okay. So I say, do not talk to my friend. Do not text her. Do not say a thing to her. And don't even look at her. And my friend is like, oh gosh. My real friend is like, okay, this is the best day ever. Because, you know what? I agree with you. This is the best day ever to roast somebody. Because then I'm like, oh my gosh, if this person does not leave my friend alone, like there's one single person that doesn't leave your friend alone. And you don't care about that friend, but you also hate the friend that doesn't like you. So you're like, I don't like you. And so she's like, well, maybe if your name wasn't Sabrelia. I forgot her name because how stupid her name was. And so I say, well, Haruka Miko is good. JJ is good, Jaden's good, and Jada is good. So she was my best friend. My best friend. I forgot to tell you her name, but her real name was not actually Tegan or Samantha. So I was like, if you bully my best friend, I am going to kill you. And your mom and your dad and your siblings. So don't mess with anybody but me! Don't mess with anybody. Don't mess with my friends. Don't mess with my mama. Don't mess with anybody that's a part of me. You got that understood, Gabila? Now, Gabila, I was trying to be nice at first, but now you done got me being Mr. Mean. And now I done got you Mr. Dead. So, I just wanted you to say, you're a bitch and not my friend!